Hey, today we're going to talk about boards. It is an amazing program that makes life way more efficient. So I'm going to walk through how to download the app, how to add it to your keyboard, how to get the most out of it with some tips and little tricks and things. Why do you even want to use boards? If you send messages, the same messages over and over again, boards is definitely for you. So if you have a team, if your team uses similar messages, if you plan events and you're sending out the same invite or the same information or the same directions, or you want to send the same link to, say, your website or somewhere else. Basically, if you use your phone and you send the same things over and over again, boards is going to be your best friend. And I used to just use other apps and then copy and paste out of them. And it's deceiving how much time that actually takes. Boards is right in your keyboard. So it's like just a click of the finger and there you go. You sent off your information. And you'd think that wouldn't take that much extra time, but it actually does. So boards is really, really a time saver and super efficient, easy to use, very well made. So let's dive into it. Okay, first on the phone, we're going to download the app. So open up your phone. I'm going to screen share. Screen sharing now. Okay, here we are on my on my phone, and we are going to flip over to the app section. We're gonna search for boards. So first of all, boards, search it up, and here it is in the middle. Click on it. Boards. Okay, so you'll find it here. You can check out all the information they have on it. I already have it downloaded, so I'm just going to open it. So once you download it, it'll be on your desktop. I will show you. You can find it here, there. So you open it up there, or you can take and open it directly on your text messages, just like that. So I pressed the little globe in the far left-hand corner to open it up. And here are all your boards along here as well. What we're going to start with is how to create a board and how to use a board. So how to use a board first. That's what we're going to do. So let's this is our team board. And say you want to share this picture at the top and invite somebody to your testimonial night. Say it's copied, paste, and there you go. Easy peasy. It's right there. Okay, so and then you want to delete that. Don't want that. Okay, now I want to send a message. So I go into the message toolbox here and I say I want to invite somebody to the virtual sip and share. So I click on the top one there. And that's it. It's in there. Now, one of the handy tricks is you see the 2 X's at the bottom. If you click on those 2 X's, you can delete an entire post all at once. So that is super handy. Way to go, boards, on that one. And then if you want to go back to your regular keyboard, you just click the ABC in the far left-hand bottom corner there. Okay, so easy peasy. Now, how do you actually add the keyboard in? Well, when you download the Boards app, it'll prompt you to do this. But just so you know, in case you need to access at a different time, you go into General and to Keyboards here. And you can see in mine, there's 3 keyboards and the Boards is one of them. And you have to make sure that you allow full access. Easy peasy. So then it'll show up in your messages. Okay, next, let's look on the app. Okay, at the top here, you can see that there's these 3 little people, and those 3 little, the 3 little people indicate that that's a team board. So there's multiple people on there. And if you want to make changes to that board, you'd have to be an admin. And I'm not an admin on that one, so I can't make changes there, which is actually a great thing because you can't make any mistakes on that board. So even if you copy and paste and you use all the messages, you can't screw anything up or change the order of things or accidentally delete something. So that's excellent. Now, the other boards are my own personal boards, so I can make changes and screw anything up I feel like. Okay, so let's try creating a board first of all. So I clicked on create a board and add a board name. Boards is super easy. And then I click on the little rocket ship there and I can make it any emoji I want. So let's go, oh, the kissy lips, because they're cool. Okay, done. So I made my first board and now I go to the little plus sign and I can add a folder, a text, a link to a video, a link to any web page, a photo, a PDF. So why don't we add, okay, so text, yo spaghetti-o. Spelled it wrong and it's not even a word, so it doesn't believe me. Okay, yo spaghetti-o. And the title is Fine Dining. Perfect. There's our first one. Now let's try this photo one again. There we go. And now we got a picture of the girls. My girls are the cutest. Done. All right, so now we got text message and a picture. And you can easily just click and hold on one of them, drag it over, and put it in a different order. So now if I click on the little three three dots in the corner, in the top corner there, then I can select them or do other things, delete the board completely, whatever I want. And the little man with the plus sign, that is to invite people onto your board so that they can also share those keys, they call them on here. So each text or image or whatever is called a key. Okay, so now back on this screen, you can click on the little edit sign at the top, and then you can move your boards around and reorder them. So that's nice, keep organized. You can make folders inside of your boards. You can see in this one, these are all folders with lots of stuff inside of them. Super helpful. And so you can get really organized. And now let's go on to the desktop. So here we are on my screen. I'm going to open boards. I added it to my, whatever that's called at the bottom there. I don't even know. Move it onto here. Okay, so here we have boards. And if you want to add it on as well, and you have Google Chrome, you just go here and you can add it to your bookmarks bar. So it's here for me. And then if you want to add it as a keyboard shortcut, it's the keyboard, that's what it is. More tools, create shortcut, and then you just add it into your toolbar there. Okay, so on the computer, it's basically exactly the same, except, I don't know, it's a little handier if you have a lot of typing to do. You can select things and, oh yeah, and then move them around that way. You can drop down and see all the folders in here. Let's go into our new one. Okay, you can also see the analytics. I'm going to go into one that I know I've been using recently so we can see the analytics. Apparently this will not be free forever and they're going to have a premium version soon. So right now it's free though. So anyway, you can see how many people were using the board, how many interactions it had, and which of the keys were used, or top content, I guess they're calling it. So that's kind of cool. Anything else? Oh, yes, I would say there's one warning I would give you, and that is that the email that you pick when you sign up is important because they don't let you change it very easily. So that is something to keep in mind when you're using boards. And otherwise, super handy. You can fill this thing up with all kinds of things, order forms. Oh my goodness, links that you send out often, messages that you have pre-written in response to frequently asked questions. If you have a team, it's a great place to share resources. It's a great place to share YouTube videos that you really love, or if you have an event and you end up sending directions to that event all the time. Boards is super handy, and I would definitely recommend it for that. So there you go. That's boards in a nutshell. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me.